I have an entrepreneurial background. My family was in the rock and chemical business. I've owned a manufacturing plant. I owned a commercial finance company. And for the last 7 years, I've owned a boutique merger and acquisition firm, Bankers Advocate. You know, the day you start or buy a business is the day you should be thinking about your exit strategy. I mean, if you're self-employed, I'm sure one of your goals is to monetize that one day, you know, to fund your retirement. For most people, the bulk of their wealth is tied up into the business they own. So whether you want to sell in 6 months or 6 years, there's steps you should be taking to make sure that you can have a high probability of a successful exit from business ownership. Four hours of hard-hitting information. We're not trying to sell you anything. If I'm trying to sell you anything, it's if after you hear this 4 hours, you figured out you dare not do it without somebody like me. But there's no close, you know, there's no product being sold. It's conversational. You know, I wanted a little feisty because this is a big deal. Most people only sell a business once or twice in their life. So there's a lot of nuts and bolts. You know, how do you figure what your business is worth? What are the value drivers important to potential buyers? Is the next generation or your key employees, might they be able to buy your business? The pitfalls of that. The ensuing tax liability. It's one thing if you sell your business for $2 million. It's another thing if you give $600,000 of that to Uncle Sam. You know, how to minimize that ensuing tax liability. You know, we call this a pre-mortem. You know, everybody knows what a post-mortem is. A pre-mortem is you do all the legwork, the pre-due diligence up front, so we're pretty confident. You know, our methodology, we're successful 90% of the time, and 90% of the time we get our clients full appraised value for their business.